Let's see, sexual harassment. We see it every day.
Yeah, do you see that? Say something.
If you put out a study, you will get, how many times do you see it? They're like all the time, every day. And how many ones have you put a stop to? I don't think we necessarily recognize what harassment is, or even the verbal cues of someone who feels like they're being harassed and are scared to voice their opinion. So I've never seen anyone put a stop to verbal sexual harassment.
Well, I guess the way I look at it is it's about being a member of the community and having the courage to really stand up for another member of the community when you see trouble coming, whether it's inappropriate actions or violence or any number of other things, maybe inappropriate comments. And one has to have the courage to kind of intervene in an area where sometimes you think, well, it's not my concern, not my business, I shouldn't really sort of get in the middle of this. But if you really feel that we're all members of the same community, then sticking up for someone is the equivalent of hoping that someone will stick up for you.
Hey man, stop that.
There's so many other things you could be doing. You could be eating ice cream.
I would stop that.
You could be riding ponies.
Stop that!
All these entirely innocuous things you could be doing, and instead you're sexually harassing people. Like,
I'd say like stop. No, like I don't know. It depends like how big they are. I'd probably like throw rocks at them or something.
I don't know exactly what I'd say, but I would certainly display certain digits on my fingers.
I would approach them, tell them, you know, they better back off. I would do whatever I could to defend the person who was being assaulted.
Well, that's just not okay. Stop.
So if I saw sexual assault on campus, I would try and intervene. I would try and draw attention to what was going on so that other people could help me intervene and stop it from happening. And I would definitely say loud things like, stop it, like that's wrong and you shouldn't do that, and just trying to draw attention to the fact that it's bad.
Seriously?
Dude, what the hell?
But you're just a jerk. You're just a big jerk face. And I want you to go home and think about what you've done.
If I could take them, I try to take them, like stop and like get a whole bunch of people, and like if it's around in like an open area or if there are people around.
Well, I certainly hope that I would say something. I mean, we all have an ideal of ourselves, right, that we do. You're always tested when it actually happens. I've never been in that situation. But I would expect, given the kind of community that we're trying to maintain here, that I and any member of this community would say, at the very least, hey, that's not cool. What are you doing? You know, or is something I can do here, something I can help with here? And the problem with those situations, of course, is you want to know what you're inserting yourself into. You know, but walking past it and saying nothing is not the right thing to do.
I would go get someone like a PS officer.
Stop, yo, it's not cool.
Stop what you're doing. Like, this is not acceptable behavior. And, you know, sort of intervene and defend and assist the person who's being harassed. If it's secluded, I would like pretend I have a man voice and be like, stop right there, police.
Yeah, I would approach with a question in mind, not a demand. I wouldn't go up and say, this is wrong, stop it, I see what you're doing. You say, can I help here? Or you might approach the person who appears to be the victim and say, is something I can do for you? Would you like to come with me? Can I walk you over to the campus center or something like that? Sort of a non-threatening, non-confrontational, but at the same time assertive response, I think, is often appropriate.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
I know your mother raised you better than this, and I know she wouldn't want you to do this, so you better stop.
I would just say to the person that it's unfortunate that they have to resort to harassing someone to get their attention because their good looks and their charm just aren't enough. Like, sucks to be you.
So I think about being a green dot as being really a member of the community, a friend, a colleague, looking out for each other as you hope folks will look out for you. And it's not a matter of being a superhero. It's not a matter of kind of like scaling mountains as much as perhaps saying the one thing or making the right kind of gesture, a simple one, that could make all the difference in preventing violence.
I would do something, like something to scare them away, because I feel like they'd just run away either way if someone was there. So that's pretty much it.